have that.
It was okay.
1983 or 81.
It was pretty early.
Yeah.
Not too much diversity in the kills or anything. It's like all a bunch of decapitations.
I thought you were going to say the cast and then bring up this racist rant or something.
No, it was okay. It's worth a watch. Rewatched Hollow Man, the Verhoeven movie.
That one's pretty fun.
Yeah. You can see Kevin Bacon's meat outline towards the end.
Well, if you really want to see it, you can just watch
Wild Things.
So.
Oh, it shows his dick in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember way too many fucking twists and turns in that movie.
That movie's
dumb.
fun.
It made it dumb. There's so many.
Usually you remember dick
any
above
penis.
all else.
Yeah, I was like, you remember any penis from any scene.
I fucking knew I left the room at the wrong time.
Rewatched The Thing.
Oh, how's his bacon?
For like...
How's his bacon looking?
Pretty average.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a tall guy. Damn, man, that sucks. Cause that Sedgwick chick probably like fucking is like regretting it, the marriage and everything.
Oh man,
do you regret it every time you find an average sized penis? Is that like a big?
Oh, I'm not gay.
Bummer for you.
No, I'm not gay at all. But I am fascinated by.
Yeah, so you do love the penis.
Celebrity dicks.
Okay, Mr. Garrison.
No, I was just like, don't tell me you don't fucking. You just said that you saw Peter North's dick, so whatever. You had to actually go through a magazine to see it.
Wait,
he was in porno.
The porn star?
Peter Steele.
Oh. No, I saw that online.
So you had to go look for it.
I didn't go look for it. Somebody showed it to me.
No.
Okay.
So anyways, Peter Steele's got a big dick. We're recording again.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
Rewatched The Thing for like the 10,000th time. I rewatched The Good Son. It's a really great movie.
We talked about that on this before.
Rewatched The Shining for like the millionth time. Rewatched Demons 2, which we've spoken of.
And I said I like better than Demons 1, but you guys like Demons 1 better.
Yeah, I like them both.
Like any sensible person.
Why?
Well, because it's better.
Coming out of a TV screen in a goddamn hotel or apartment building, that's fucking pretty scary. At a party.
I mean, there were a lot of,
what's her name, Sally?
monsters that came out of TVs in the 80s, so...
So what?
I mean, it's still good.
Sally's Party.
Sally's Party was fucking killing it. I would have loved to have been there doing blow in the bathroom.
I watched this cheesy United Artists knockoff of Creature from the Black Lagoon called Phantom of 10,000 Leagues that was kind of cool. Guy in a rubber suit underwater.
Never heard of it.
Looked like he could have easily drowned while they were filming it. So
wow.
That's cool.
I rewatched this William Friedkin movie called The Guardian.
Yeah.
Oh, the one with the...
Is it a babysitter scenario?
Yeah, it's like the hand that rocks the cradle.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. And they came out close to at the same time.
Yeah, because I remember...
I think Guardian predates that by a few years, but...
Maybe. But I remember seeing that at the theater when I was really little.
Lots of good gore in it. It's never boring. I mean, it's bizarre and weird and dumb enough throughout that it's consistently entertaining. You're never sitting there looking at your watch or checking the time on the movie to see how much.
And it's got what's his name in it?
The one that looks like Bruce Campbell almost. Because there was a guy in that.
Who's
that
the lead
very
guy?
familiar.
You just watched it.
I don't remember who he is.
Oh,
but he's some guy. I
okay.
guess. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one where the guy's chainsawing the tree and
the blood tree is like yeah.
Yeah, there's
how you should remember
tons
that
of blood and gore and nudity. It's totally worth a watch. But it's also like, I can't believe this is by the guy that did
Exorcist,
Cruising and Sorcerer and The Exorcist and
To
Live and Die in L.A. and The French Connection and shit. So that's everything that I've been watching.
So cool. We're all right. So we're gonna do a new segment. This is our new segment called Death Scene of the Week. That was a pretty cool bumper, by the way. So I'm gonna go first. See, it's in post, bro.
Look how that's the magic of editing.
I picked it was a triple kill off Midnight Meat Train because I thought it's worth talking about. Ted Raimi's death. I think it's the very first. Is right in the first 10 minutes. If you remember the movie, Ted Raimi is talking to this chick and this dude. There's fodder that is there to die. I don't know if they're anything, but it's the scene with the mallet, and he hits Ted Raimi in the back of the head, and it slow motion CGI's his eyeball and blood splatter. And
it looks
really cool. I mean, It's CGI. I know you hate it, but
I don't hate it. I mean, it's okay when it's used to like enhance practical effects or
yeah. So Ted Raimi gets that, loses his eyeball. The next guy gets hit with a mallet, and then he grabs onto the guy's head and he swings downward and just crushes his face with the mallet. And then the lady gets a mallet to the head so hard her fucking decapitates, and it like pans out from her eyeball and shows her head, and there's blood everywhere. It's fucking great.
How about you, Randy?
I chose the wishbone scene from Cut and Run, 1985, Ruggero Deodato.
Someone know, like, I've never
even heard of that movie.
It's one of Deodato's movies. It was originally an unfinished Craven script. Like, it was a script that was written for Craven to do, but he passed on it or did something else instead.
Well, this death scene better make me want to watch it.
Well, it's a wishbone. It's like they tie this guy, each of his ankles, to a different tree, and it rips him in half at the groin. And that's been done in other movies since then, like Fulci's Demonia and Ittenbach's Burning Moon, and variations of wishbones. Like there's one in Hatchet 2 with a giant chainsaw.
Yep.
But this is the meanest and gnarliest one that's ever been done in film, in my opinion.
No shit.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the name?
Cut and Run? Movie? Cut and Run.
Cut and Run.
Yeah, it has Michael Berryman in it. It has...
so it's 80s?
Yeah, like 85.
Okay. So he's already known as From the Hills Have Eyes guy and shit. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Deodato was already infamous from Cannibal Holocaust, and Berryman was already known. They got some... I can't remember what... They got some kid from a fucking, like, an 80s sitcom to be in it, too.
Oh, wow.
So I don't remember which one, though, but...
Man, hopefully it's Small Wonder.
It's totally worth a watch if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, and then I ended up going with a mainstream choice and went with Day of the Dead. It was the scene when one of Rhodes' lackeys, I can never remember his name, but the one that gets his head pulled off, and as he's screaming, his vocal cords are stretching and just his voice changes.
Oh, yeah. That's even more terrifying than the choke on it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Choke on me, choke on
Yeah,
me.
that scene alone.
Yeah, that fucking noise
when
they pull his fucking head off. Yeah, that always got me.
Well, before they pull his head off, one of them, like, scoops the skin under his eyelid and starts, like, peeling his scalp back.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
just the way he goes out is just so horrific.
Prime Savini.
fucking Rickles.
That's who it was. Okay.
You almost killed Rickles.
Rickles, yeah.
That one I had to
My
bring
buddy
that one up.
used to try to argue with me and tell me that was Joey Pants. Because the guy's name is like Joe Polito or something.
Yeah.
Like, no, look at the name. It's the same guy. No, it's not Pantoliano.
yeah.
You fucking racist.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend one time, and she's like, "That's Joey Pants." I'm like, "How in the fuck do you know that nickname?" Goonies. I was like, "No one called him Joey Pants."
No, that's like a Sopranos thing.
Yeah. I don't
Wow.
know. She's a poser. That's why I left her. That's our weekly segment.
New segment.
Destiny of the Week. It gives us an opportunity to talk about films probably that we'll never cover.
Right.
I don't think we'll cover ever unless we do a fucking Clive Barker.
And it also gives us an opportunity to talk, like, I talked about Cut and Run, but I also mentioned Demonia and...
Pat on the back. All
Burning
right.
Moon.
He's doing it to himself, yeah. He did a great job, didn't he, Scott? That's why I'm dying first if he kills it. Plugs.
All right, so if you want to follow our train wreck of a show, follow us on
Wait
Facebook.
a minute, is this aimed at me?
No, this is just us in general.
Okay, good. I don't like being the bro. Oh, he just pointed this.
Okay, so it's all about Ken, from what Randy says.
Okay.
But yeah, you can follow us on Facebook.
I just stung him really bad with that. I burned him.
Good job. 1 to 6 for the day.
This is why we can never get through the plugs. You guys always interrupt.
No, the plugs are the most boring part to me.
Yeah, nobody's listening to this.
But you can follow.
Skip 3 minutes ahead while Scott talks.
I hate you guys so much right now. Well, yeah, you can follow us on Facebook at the Horror Drunks Podcast group. You can follow us on Instagram at the Horror Drunks Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter, fuck you, Randy, at the Horror Drunks.
I love how you get jazz mouth.
Also, not sure if we're still on there or not because I can't fucking figure out iTunes, but try to follow us on iTunes.
Yep, and this idiot that's talking right now didn't know that the host site that I posted to all of our RSS feeds, like they delete it if you don't pay.
Really?
Yeah, so I stopped paying. I'm like, we're not doing it. And then fucking, I got a notification. All your content has been deleted. I was
that's
like,
bullshit.
fuck. So I have a lot of it on my laptop still from when I posted it. So I'll just put them back on there.
Okay.
I got to do it in order though. I think. So I got to figure out what goes.
I don't necessarily know that they need to be in order.
Yeah,
The only
not.
ones that really need to be in order are the top 100 ones.
But it automatically saved to YouTube, so that was my saving grace.
Oh, that's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can also check us out on Pop Horror. I'll be writing an article for each one of our episodes every week now.
But the thing that sucks about YouTube, it comes in automatically like 15 parts.
15-minute segments.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have to fix that. So
Yep, that's the plug.
that's the plugs. All right, so we have a new segment. It's called Let's Stump Randall.
Let's Stump Randall!
No, that's our bumper. I just made that bumper that we just heard.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
And he gets 5 questions. If he gets 3 of them right, he wins weed off me, and if he gets 3 wrong, I win weed off him. So what? Like, if you're 0 for 3, we don't even have to finish it. But I would love to see you go 0 for 5. So with your horror knowledge,
I get to call a pass if it's something like
No.
What happened in fucking
I would have to agree if it's really
Paranormal
obscure.
Activity 7 because I haven't fucking seen that. So.
I would call up. I would have to agree.
Okay.
All right. Well, we can agree on shit. This is the only time ever, but we could eventually agree on something.
Right.
Okay. First question is: Wrong Turn is about 6 people being hunted by inbred mountain men in which state? I know this one.
One of the Virginians,
You get Wyoming, West Virginia, North Dakota, and Colorado.
West Virginia.
Actually, you're not gonna. This isn't gonna be multiple choice.
Well, that's
Well, you can mix it up, some multiple, some not.
Because as soon as you say West Virginia, of course.
well. They should have made it all bumpkin states. It's not my fault that that's poorly written.
Yeah, so you don't get multiple choices anymore. But you will get this first one. Thumbs up, buddy. In which Child's Play sequel does Chucky accompany Annie to military school?
The third one. Child's Play 3, the second sequel.
Yes, you got it right. Ooh, okay. What creatures are featured in the film Blood and Chocolate?
What the fuck is that? I don't even know what movie that is. I would have to guess like fairies or something.
Dude, that wouldn't even... No.
I know what it is.
It's
werewolves.
Werewolves.
Oh, well, I definitely should have inferred
All
that.
right, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
If anything, it should have been vampires.
So you're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Oh, fuck, dude. I had to skip that one. That's too easy.
You can't do that.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar was TV or movie? Come on, dude.
Well, obviously it
Yeah,
was
that's-
TV because Christy Swanson was movie.
I'm not giving you that question. There's some editing going on here.
You're not allowed to know stuff. Let me cycle through 20 of these before I find a stumper.
Well, it can't always just get you the easy ones. He's probably trying to find ones that you might know, too.
He just keeps flipping.
Dude, what is the name of the motel featured in Psycho? You're not getting that one.
Ramada Inn.
Oh, you got it wrong. 2 and 1.
Is it? Wait, no, it's Motel 6.
It's Motel Hell, duh.
All right. Speaking of, how many Paranormal Activity movies have been released as of 2013?
As of 2013? Jeez. Probably 5 at that point.
It's an option, so let's see if you get it. Nope.
No, 6?
Doesn't say. It just gives a thumbs down.
Oh.
So you're 2 and 1. Okay, here we go. What Stephen King film about 4 childhood friends on an annual trip to a forest cabin?
Dreamcatcher.
All right, there you go.
I win.
You got your fucking weed. You don't even like my weed.
No, I don't want it. Go ahead and keep it.
Sweet.
And then if I ever lose, then you can just have that joint that I just won.
That's my own weed.
Yeah, well, you know.
It is. I guess it adds up. Like, it really is. The equivalency of getting a joint from you is keeping my own weed. I'm going to stump you, though. Next week, I'm writing my own questions.
Okay.
And go fuck yourself.
Is that what I have to do if I lose? Because I'm
Yes.
probably going to do that anyway.
You're going to jack off in front of Scott.
Yes.
And it's going to
I
be
did
on
that
the
for like
podcast.
9 months a couple of years ago.
I know. When you lived with him?
Yeah.
It was sexy.
Oh, that red.
He thought I
fucking-
was sleeping, but no.
Oh. Just like how red it is already when the blood gets in there too. Holy shit, that's like
Never break eye contact.
that's like that look
Man.
It's bright as a Valentine's Day heart. Good segue. And on to our first film.
No.